Early in the morning here at the dump. I'm going to start on this hole again. I'm going to cut most of it out and see what we got down there. See you in a little while. Well, I've been busting through this debris here, this stuff, slate, but I think I came up with, I'm coming up with a bottle, so I'm going to dig it out and just, because I haven't come up with anything yet. I'm still in a real hard patch of stuff. God. So, whatever this is, doesn't look like it's anything too great, but let's just dig it out to see what we've got. It looks like a vinegar bottle. And once I get past this section, yeah, it's just a vinegar. So, and this is an area where there's bottles, but it is rough because it's been impacted. Up here is all slate, so whatever the hell they did back then, but I'm just digging in this area. I haven't dug in here. This is new soil. If anything doesn't come up here, we'll just take a walk and walk around. So that's it. Okay, we've got, looks like an embossed bottle coming up here. So, let's dig it out and see what it is. I can see the embossing on the side. I wouldn't know what this would be. So we're going to get underneath it because it looks like the top part is, I don't know, real messed up. We'll get off to the side here. This is really, bottom part is really industrial. I don't know what that would be. It looks like it might be a whiskey bottle of some sort. You can see that I'm struggling to get it out because it's, I don't know what the hell. It's stuck in real rough stuff. But here it comes. And of course, it's just a Seagram's or something like that. I thought that was embossing, and it was just something else. Anything else in here worth looking at? I'm telling you, this area here, until I get above it, and the softer stuff, this area is pretty rough. I'm surprised in a way, because it was easy digging on the way down, but there's another bottle right there, and we'll dig this out and see. Again, it looks, this place is incredibly inundated with whiskey bottles, so I don't know. And there's one above it. I can feel that, unless it's a stone or something. Yeah, all this whole area is. Let's see. Let's put my. I don't know what that is. It's probably a root, yeah. You can tell it's a root. Okay, what is this? Oh, nothing really important. It's a Gordon's gin. Gordon's gin. probably from Linden, New Jersey, so yeah, not what I call collectible. Once they moved to Linden after the war, or right before the war, I don't know when, they lost their character. They became clear glass, and they became a cheap source of alcohol. Let me keep going, and we'll show you more when it comes out. Well, a good sign for this level, I just came up with a poison bottle. Three-sided, this is poison on both sides. You can see that. So that's good for this area. I mean, I don't know. See, right after this, there's just nothing except this kind of construction debris. So everything I'm going to find is going to be above this. And the poison was just in this. So let me keep digging, and I'll come up with something else. Okay. Well, I came up with this, a little bottle, perfume probably, or hand lotion, white milk glass, very fairly rare kind of bottle, because milk glass just isn't. Well, it was used extensively in the cosmetics world here, but it wasn't. They didn't put bottles. I'm coming up with some old stuff in here. I just found a Tool Lip beer, and this is a medicine that's it looks like it's a machine made. It looks like, let me see. Yeah, it's a machine made, but it's old, probably 1920s. But as you can see, there's not a hell of a lot in this layer that is above the nasty layer. What's this right here? Oh, a little Scotty dog. I just found a baby elephant. There's a Scotty. I was wondering where these things are coming from. And that might be where he came out of. I don't know. There's another type of plate kind of thing. It's weird that this place doesn't have as many what's this right here? Another one of those. I found one here last week. Looks like a vinegar or something like that. I don't know really what it is. It's a no account, I call them, because they're common. All these bricks fell down. I'm looking at some beers. I found a few stubby beers. There's one of those cathedral style ketchups. They're a cool bottle. They're common, so I don't really collect them. I don't care much for ketchup bottles. They don't do much for me. Here's a bottle. You see a bottle right there, and there's a little jar there. I don't know what this would be. There's another jar. Well, it's just a plain beer, but this is an older looking beer to me. It looks like it's more 1920s than anything else. Nothing on it that tells me it was a soda, whatever. And this here is a perfume bottle with a cap on it. I'm coming up with bottles, so I'll keep you tuned here for a little bit. Another little, well, I don't know what this is. It's man, coming up with the little bottles today. It's embossed. It's a mucilage. I think it is, anyway. You can see it's embossed. Murine. Okay. Well, if anything, you know, I'm hitting the tiny bottles that have some merit. There's another bottle down there. See, this stuff. It's nasty. It's I don't know what. It's stuff that came out of either. Well, I'm gonna have to clear this area. And see what's here. I'm going to dig some of the stuff out and keep going in this direction. There's some interesting stuff coming out. I just don't see it right now. So let me shut you off and I'll get back to you. Well, this is a day for small bottles. This is a small Rexall. I'll take that. I really haven't seen anything big, but then again, trouble here is there's mustard, is that the area here is very densely packed. So I see something there. I don't know what that is, but if you look, you can see, and then I hit this, which is just a giant layer of slate. Somebody cleaned out an old slate house, took a roof off, and let's see what this bottle is. Just a pepper sauce. Okay, well, let's keep going. Something should show up here. A beer. I mean, I've been doing stubby beers, but nothing too accentuated. Okay, let's keep going. Well, another one of those Eagle flasks with the Eagle on it. I like these things. They turned out to be a cool bottle. You know, they might be common, although, you know, commonality is not it's something that you have to experience all the time. I don't necessarily find them everywhere. I don't know what that was. Big, I don't know. But, seems to be bottles in this area. A lot of them are broken, of course. And then you get down to that crazy. Here's a jar, and here's a bottle over here. I don't know what this would be. Oh, that's a brick. Okay. Well, with that, let me just say we're going to shut down and. Like I said, this is going to be a small bottle day. Here we got looks like a little Hoyts. So that goes into my bag. And I've been coming up with stuff, but I got a new hole started, and I'm only down about 1.5 feet. But, you know, stuff's coming up. Nothing great yet. Little broken plates. But it looks like it could turn out to be pretty good. Well, this came out. It's the dude walking with the tray of beverages, Dixie, wine, and Raleigh, West Virginia. It's a cool bottle. It's a wine bottle. So that one I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep that one. And it was right in here. Right in this layer, which is pretty chunky actually. There's a lot of good stuff in here, I guess, I'm assuming, or something. It says something, aspirin. It's an aspirin bottle. I don't collect them unless they're old. Unless they're the old ones. Here's another beer. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna waste my time. A little bit further to go. I know I haven't been showing any digging much here, so I've got bottles showing, so let's dig a few out here and see what they are. I don't expect much here. We've got a Watkins, Wilson's, or Watkins, whatever, you know, I think it's Wilson's. It starts with W. This guy, he is common as anything. You find him everywhere. Let's see what's over here. Could be another kind of flask, I don't know. This whole area here, it's a piece of broken stuff. It looks like, I'm sorry, looks like another one of those evil flasks. If it is, yeah, it is. And in good shape too. The other one is a little foggy, so I might not take that one. But this one, that's 3 in a row. I guess they're very common. I've really only seen them once in a while, so I don't know. But there's a lot of bottles here. None of them Little French square. I don't know. It does have no embossing on it. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't have any embossing whatsoever. Okay. Ouch. A lot of bricks here. What is this? Another whiskey, not to my liking. Just bottom of a whiskey. This one here is a jar, big, good for nothing jar. So, and what's this right here? Looks like another kind of whiskey. I don't know. Probably another whiskey. Am I seeing things, or is this another one of those evil flasks? See, this is a real big trash layer here. Yeah, it looks like another eagle flask, so I'm not going to bother digging that one out right now. So let me go down a little further. I don't have much further to go. I'm going to head on out of here in a minute or so, because I got to drive. So anyway, there we have it. If I don't find anything else, I'll talk to you at the roundup eventually. See you later. Bye. Okay, now I think I got a Coke in here. So let me dig it out. Yeah, it looks like a Coke. So maybe we were lucky and get at least one soda out of here today. It's easy digging. I mean, this is like, but it's broken. It's broken. That's too bad. I don't know what kind it is. Take it out of here. Usually they're in one piece. This one, well, it's just a local. And I think it's a D-pad, so. Okay, well, a little bit more and then I'll be going. Bye. Well, we're back reviewing some bottles that I dug up yesterday at the dump. It was a pretty good day. I didn't come up with anything I thought very special. A lot of clear glass bottles here, but I'm going to try to review, run through some of these really quick. There's a few bottles here that I've dug up before, and I thought I'd find some information on. One of those would be this wine bottle, and it is the Dixie Wine Corporation. And as you can see, the label is of a dude with a tray. Richmond, Virginia is where this is from, and it's from, I'd say, the late 1930s. This bottle probably it could be a 31. It wouldn't be a 31. It would probably be more like 35 to 40, actually. So that's probably how old that bottle is, and no information on. There's a lot of Dixie this and Dixie that, but I could not find any information on this particular company. Now, as far as wine in Virginia goes, it goes back a long time. It's one of the first states to really monopolize on the fact that they could grow grapes and make wine. There is a Dixie Wine Company today. It has nothing to do with this one. The other bottle that I found information on is this little bottle here. It's a Murine bottle. This is a mid-30s, 1930s eye wash. And Murine was a patent medicine company. Eventually it became a patent medicine company, and they produced a lot of different eye remedies and things for your eyes and skin or what have you. It started way back in, I think they said it was like 1896, 97, something around that time. And it was actually promoted by a guy called Otis Hall. He was a businessman, and at one point he was traveling the country promoting businesses and opening businesses. He was opened banks was one of his main things. But one day while he was checking on apparently a horse's broken shoe, the tail of the horse cut his cornea, or cut his cornea, and it bothered him for a long time. It became abscessed. Tried to remedy himself. He couldn't do it. Finally found these two brothers. They're eye doctors, James and George Fatrich, and they were in Chicago. When he gotten hold of them, they had a concoction that they used on his eye and cured it. Now, he was so impressed with this that he tried to urge them to market their product. And for years they would say no, they weren't into that. They were doctors and they weren't going to go. But eventually he convinced them, and it became Murine as we know today. Now, for years they were plagued with by the the American Medical Association, for false claims. They sort of looked at the product, they studied the product and said that, you know, what you are giving people as samples is not what you buy on bulk or what you buy at the store. For some reason, you put a little bit more in your samples, and this went on for years. Eventually, what the company did was just cut back on their boisterous claims of, you know, what this eye wash could do. But they're still around today. Everybody knows Murine, and apparently it's a good product. I've never used it, so I don't know. I might have used eye wash at one point. Maybe it was Murine. I didn't know. This bottle, by the way, is fairly common. The original bottles that I saw, the two of them, one's a milk glass medicine bottle, which would be great to find. I've never seen one, white milk glass, and the other one is a cylinder, a small cylinder. It says Murine on it, and I have one of them around somewhere. They're common. This one, it's also common, but it's only from the 20s, from the 1919 to about 1940, 45. Then from there it went to Pyro, and then Label. So they're still around. Other than that, I found another two of these Eagle flasks. Now, they're not rare as far as I'm concerned. I found enough of them. I left two more at the dump. I didn't need them. This is a half pint, and there's a pint. So we know they're in two sizes. And one of the surprises also was this poison bottle. This is a pretty common style of poison. I don't know what kind of poison went in it, but I find these from time to time. They're pretty cool. The other embossed bottles were this tiny, tiny Hoyt's perfume from the 30s, and another Rexall bottle. Now, I find a lot of these Rexall bottles, and one point I wanted to make here in this video is when you're at a dump, or primarily a dump, or even outhouses in certain areas, you're going to find the same bottles, but do not consider them being common just because you're finding a lot in that one particular place, because you'll go somewhere else and not find anything close to that or that bottle at all. So it is important to note that when you're finding a certain type of bottle at the dump or at an outhouse, it's not necessarily everywhere. There was what was available in the community, what was available in the household, in the town, is what people bought and what people threw away. Apparently, the Rexall company was really active in this area where this dump is, or near where this dump is, and so I find the Rexalls, but they're not that common to find in every place. Same thing with the Murine. You don't see them all the time. Of course, they're all over. Hoyt's, I have to admit, they're a pretty common bottle. And this one here, well, all depends. I don't know. You know, hit or miss with this. I find them in odd places, but they sort of end in the 30s. After that, you don't see these bottles like this anymore. This is the last. This bottle might have lingered from the teens of the 20s, as far as, you know, it might not have been from the 30s. It could have been. I find these bottles in 1910s, 15 dumps. They're usually not machine made, but this is a common for the early poisons. So just keep in mind, if you're just finding, you know, even this bottle, you're finding a lot of them, and you're saying, "Ah, the hell with that, they're so common." You may go for another 2 or 3 years digging and looking around, and you might never find another one. You know, it just depends on where you're at. Anyway, there's it. That's my dig, and pretty much the last of the season for me. I'm going to make other videos. I want to try to line up some videos on in antique stores and do some pricing on and checking out what bottles are for sale in certain areas. I'm going to try to go and find a glass company. I'm going to try to do a marble. I blow glass. I've been doing that off and on for years, but I haven't been doing it in a while. But there's a hot shop here in town that I'm going to take a course. I want to just make some glass marbles. I'm going to record that when that comes up. Other than that, everything else is little white glass. This could have been a marine for all I know. It is cosmetics. This here is probably a cherries or preserve bottle. So I like that because it has the argyle pattern, which you don't find. These little jars, a lot of things came in them. I saw Brill Cream is in a jar similar to this, and you know, they were used for everything. They had a cap, some have a screw cap, some have just a pop-up cap. But these little jars with the fancy corners, they were used for a lot of different things, not just for food. So that was just the style of the 30s. Like this is cosmetics. So there you have it. You will hear from me from time to time over the summer. It may be bottle related, it may be pottery related, it may be going out and looking at antique bottles, working at a hot shop, maybe going to a glass company and see if I can video how they're making bottles today. I'll try to pull something off over the summer. I don't like to be stagnant about not doing YouTube because it's fun. But as far as digging, I don't dig. After it gets 80 degrees out, it's just hard for me, and it's not fun. You're sweating and mosquitoes, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, you will hear from me soon. Have a great summer, and we'll see you probably digging bottles as soon as the weather gets cool again. So, have a great time. See you later.